Breaking news today at 4. A mystery that has plagued Tallahassee for more than a year is seemingly solved. The latest on what we are learning about those human remains found yesterday in a wooded area off Appalachia Parkway. Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us today at 4 o'clock. I'm Katie Kaplan.
And I'm Ben Kaplan. 24 hours after TPD got the call that the remains had been discovered, they've now confirmed they belong to a man who went missing in August of last year. Our Stacey Inez following the story for us tonight. And Stacey, you just got done talking with TPD. What have you learned?
Well, Ben, TPD confirmed with me just 45 minutes ago that the remains found, they do have enough preliminary evidence to suggest that these are the remains of Jason Winokur, who, as you said, has been missing since August of 2021. Now, take a look at your screen there. That is Jason Winokur. He was a Florida State dad who was in town with his family dropping off one of their children at school. That's when his wife, Renee Winokur, says he woke up on August 16th last year around 1 a.m. and left the hotel room with his keys and wallet, leaving his phone behind. She says when he didn't return, that's when they called the police and reported him missing. Now, I asked TPD, had that area of Appalachia Parkway been searched before? They tell me when the initial missing persons report was filed, they did search the area, but it's unclear when he may have gone into that wooded area. Now, TPD also says the remains were found by 3 people who were looking for artifacts in that area, and they were the ones who reported it. And they also encourage anyone else to do the same thing if they do find body parts or anything like that. They suggest that you give them a call so they can investigate as they did here. Now, they cannot confirm at this point whether or not foul play was involved, as the case is still under investigation. And of course, we will be following the details of this case as more information progresses. For now, live from TPD, Stacey Inez, WCTV Eyewitness News.
Okay, Stacey, thank you for that. Yes, the 2600 block of Appalachia Parkway where that discovery was made. We know you'll have more throughout the evening here on WCTV.
There's a renewed effort today to find a missing man in Wacolla County. Dozens of law enforcement officers from 4 different agencies, 2 K-9 teams, and drone operators searching by land and air near Spring Creek Highway for any sign of 48-year-old Sean Reddish. The father, who had recently moved to Tallahassee, disappeared August 31st. His Volvo discovered abandoned 2 days later in the area.
His vehicle was last located in a remote area down here. We've decided to do a assist for Leon County Sheriff's Office.
And since Reddish was a Tallahassee resident and that's where he was reported missing, the Leon County Sheriff's Office has been in charge of the investigation. However, the 6'2" Reddish was last seen on surveillance camera inside Rocky's gas station in Crawfordville. His family says he was balding and walked hunched over. Anyone with information is asked to contact LCSO.
Covering South Georgia, an elderly couple in Cairo killed in a house fire early Monday morning. Grady County Fire Marshal Stephen McKinnon confirming the news to WCTV this morning. McKinnon says firefighters responded to the call on Copeland Avenue around 2:30 a.m. When they arrived, they found the home up in flames. McKinnon says the elderly couple was sleeping in the living room, which is where the fire is believed to have started. He says this was a tragic accident, most likely caused by an electrical source.
That's just a few more minutes.
There's going to be a lot of snuggling up going on over the next 48 hours or so, Mike, with those lows. We'll see you in a bit. Thanks.
All right, still to come today at 4 o'clock, a bleeding brain bomb. We will share the story of survival for one man who suffered a dangerous brain aneurysm and tell you the main warning sign that doctors want you to be aware of.
Plus, we're stepping into the kitchen to find out more about this pretty darn good dish. It's Mr. Food's herb rusted butt pan chicken. So a long title, but I think one word we'll all be saying after we find out more. Yum. We'll,
or it's so good.
That's more than one word. Yeah, there we go. We'll check it out in just a bit.
Okay, and then in the second half of the hour, interviewing the interviewer, we will share some advice on the questions you should be asking the next time you go to land your dream job. We'll be right back.